Hi Jody, hi GRI 201. It's my personal reflection video. Um, I guess we'll start with my personal identity, just like we did in the beginning of class. My name is Bruce. I am a male. I'm 25 years old. I'm bisexual, um, and I identify as white. So, coming into this class, I wasn't really sure what to expect out of it or what the material would be based around, but come to find, it basically teaches you a lot about other individuals and who they are and how many different identities that you can encounter within the world. So let's start with some of the events that happened on campus this semester. It was, needless to say, one of the best times you could probably take this class, in my opinion, because of the racial disparities that took place and um, the discussions that we had about some of these isolated incidents, such as the police officer telling the black guy that he would have shot him if he came at him, or the cop who dressed up like Colin Kaepernick saying, "We'll stand for food," or in the beginning of the semester, the neo-Nazi who was at the protest in Charlottesville. All these things kind of set us up in the beginning um, to raise an eyebrow and not wonder how accepting and diversified our campus really is. I would have to say through my college career, there's been some tough times and there's been some easy times. Um, this semester was not the easiest for me, but not the hardest. Um, I would have to say the biggest thing was telling people about my sexual orientation because I feared I wouldn't be accepted or people would look at me different, and come to find out, nobody did. It was just your own fears. Um, but by understanding myself better, it helps to understand other individuals on a higher level of understanding and reasoning. Um, some of our guest speakers were really interesting this semester. I would say, the Muslim girls who came in, I would have never known about Muslims or why they wear uh, clothing over their face and what the significance behind it is and how they identify and what their ideologies are or their beliefs. Um, I also found it interesting um, to find that people of color still feel racial discrimination, um, partially because I don't really see anybody as different based upon skin color or religion or whatever defines them from the outside without really getting to know them. Um, this class probably was the most diversified class I've ever had in terms of learning because there were just so many different identities that we were covering. The Native Americans and the blood cards that they carry, or um, Latins and the way they function and what they hold important to them in their society, such as their families or cooking or um, the hardships that they encountered in South America and these different places in the world. I also found it interesting to find that most people on this campus are white. I mean, you don't really notice it unless you're put into the shoes of somebody different. But I can say I've been in a situation before in my life where I walked into a room and it was at a party and everybody there was black, and I remember how I felt. But overall, I don't think that's how this campus is intended to function or uh, not be accepting. Overall, I'd say we have a good campus here and a lot of good things going for us. And even the recent situations didn't seem to really bring anybody down too far or affect us as a community because we know who we are and we can't let just one individual or certain individuals affect us and who we are. The color line was really interesting to learn about, even though in your own mind you know that there is black space and there is white space, and there's social norms and values uh, that is different to each race, but you never really think about it as social behaviors that wouldn't be accepted in one area where they are in another. So that was pretty interesting. Overall, this class teaches you not only about yourself, but it teaches you about others and how to know them and see who they are beyond the face value of the person. Get to know them, and who's to say you can't have an argument? But at the same end of the day, we're all human and we all do the same things, and we're all here for the same reason. Well, that's my GRI 201 video. I hope you all have a good semester, and we'll see you around. Bye.